Efren here with Cardsphere with another in-depth tutorial. This time we're covering the sending and receiving pages. Now we combine these two into one because the function is pretty identical on the two pages. The main difference being, of course, that one page shows the cards you're sending out and the other page shows the cards that you're receiving. The controls are very similar, but we will be going over everything on both pages. So first the sending page, which of course you get to by clicking on sending. Now as you can see right here, I have 4 packages on the way out, indicated by the red badge at the top of the screen with the number 4. That badge is there because I have cards that are committed to send that I have not yet marked shipped. So that number indicates the number of unshipped packages you have out. Now we'll take a look at my sending pages here. You see we have several packages of various cards going out to different users. Well, we have a lot of different buttons here and controls, so let's just go one by one. The first thing you're going to come across is the expand and collapse all. Now this applies to premium members. Premium members can collapse all their sending and receiving pages so that they can get a cleaner look and just work with individual packages. So one obviously expands all your trades, and the other one collapses all of them. And then if you're a premium member, here on the left you can click on this arrow to expand any individual package or collapse an individual package over here on the left hand side. Just a quality of life improvement that premium users get. The next button is going to be show or hide tags. If you use tags and you have your items that are outgoing tagged, this will just show or hide the tags on your item and make it easier for you to maybe have them tagged as what box they're in or binder they're in, and this will show or hide those tags. The next one is the download, and this is another premium feature. The download button will actually give you a CSV of all your outgoing cards. That way you can use it as a pull list. And the CSV is very similar to what it looks like when you open your ledger. So I'm going to click download and then open up the downloaded file. And you'll see it has a list of all the cards that I'm going to be sending out, along with addresses as well as tags and everything. So this will really help you if you're sending out a lot of packages. You can download this and then sort it, maybe print it out and go to your collection and pull out all these cards. Okay, now let's take a look at the different controls for the individual packages. The one thing we have here is the little house icon shows the address. And I'm not going to click on it because we don't want to see this user's address. But clicking on this will give you the address of the user you're sending to. And then the little chat bubbles will open up a chat window between you and your trade partner. Now I don't have any messages back and forth, but if they were, this is where I would see it. The next icon that looks like a little paper airplane is where you can enter your tracking info that both you and your trade partner receive. So if you get a tracking number, you can paste it in there just so both of you have access to that number. Next we have this button that says mark shipped, but right next to it is this down arrow that will also let you cancel. And if you notice, it says ×4 next to all of them. That's because I have all of these checked. So for example, if I committed these cards to this user and I found out I only had 3 Snapcaster mages instead of 4, what I would do is uncheck the rest of them. As you can see, this box here checks all the items down below it. So I would uncheck the others and then only put a check on one of the Snapcaster mages, and then I can cancel just that one item instead of trying to cancel the whole package and recommit it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to cancel that one. It's going to bring up a dialog that lets me put a reason, and this whatever reason this is gets set into your trade partner. So I'm going to put incorrect inventory. Only had 3, sorry. Okay, then below it gives you the option if you want to add it back to your halves list or do not add it back to your halves list. The reason you would do this is maybe you talked to the trader and turned out they didn't want the card, or for some reason you're not sending them the card, but it's still available for trade and the addition and condition are then correct, and you want it to go back to your halves list. Do not have is going to be in my case because, as I said, I don't have this Snapcaster Mage. So I'm going to click the do not add to halves, and then I'm going to cancel that one item. Now as you see, it shows up as canceled with a line through it, but I'm still free to mark the others as shipped. So I'm going to go ahead and mark these as shipped. It's going to give me a confirmation. Are you sure you shipped these items? So I'm going to hit yes. And now it shows them as shipped, and you'll see this number change to dispute. Now you can have the same controls. If you're for some reason disputing one particular card and not the whole package, you can check and uncheck and only dispute a certain one. Or you can keep all of them checked and click on dispute to open a dispute for the entire package. And we'll cover that dispute process in a little bit, but we're going to go over to the receiving page and show you all the similarities. It's mostly almost the same controls. So I click on receiving, and you see I have much of the same controls here. I can expand or collapse. If I'm a premium member, I can expand and collapse, and then I have the show tag button. So I didn't show it on the setting page, but I'll show you here. If I click the show tags button, you'll see down here my tag for this card is highlighted. So Zulaport Cutthroat is a foil for my Taste EDH deck. So you can hide or show those tags. I like to always show my tags because I'm constantly getting cards in for different decks. That makes it very handy. And you'll see you have the same drop down here. So I can drop down and confirm, receipt, or dispute the card. So if there was several cards in the package and maybe only one of them they committed a near mint and one of them was slightly played out of a package, I can confirm all the rest of them and then just dispute the one card I have the issue with. So I'm going to go ahead and dispute this card and show you what that dispute process looks like. Okay? So this brings up a dispute dialog, and basically you're just going to state everything that's wrong with the trade. Maybe this was not in the right condition. Maybe the card got damaged in the mail. Maybe the card never arrived. There's a lot of reasons you go up and dispute, and disputing is just a way to alert an admin and let them know that you need their assistance here. If it turns out there's nothing wrong with the trade, it doesn't count against you or anything else. Anytime you need help, you're free to disputing and summon an admin to help with the trade. So we're going to say that this one is slightly played condition. I was looking for a near mint card. Now when you're disputing on condition, there's a couple things you should let the admin know right away. First of all, you should let them know if you're going to want to return the card or if you're going to want to adjust the trade price. And you're also going to want to attach an image of the card once you open the dispute. So I'm going to go ahead and put that here. We'll accept at slightly played price. Now I'm going to hit dispute. And what that's going to do is it's going to open a chat window between you and your trade partner. If I go to messages, you'll see that there. And it says, dispute open for Zulaport Cutthroat reason. You'll see the reason there. At this point, you want to click attach image and then attach photos of the card. Maybe take them with your cell phone or any other way you have to get that image there. And you want to go ahead and upload those images before the admin comes in, because Cardsphere, we do the disputes on a 24-hour basis. So if you don't upload the images and we have to ask you for them, it's just going to delay the process. At this point, your trade partner is going to get alerted that there's a dispute, and then they have the ability to weigh in. And then admin will come along and help resolve it. Okay, and that covers it for the sending and receiving pages. If you have any other questions, or if you have ideas for tutorials, or maybe you want us to cover something that we haven't covered yet, head down to our comment section below and let us know. Or you can find us on social media at a bunch of different Cardsphere supported communities, including Twitter, our Discord server, our subreddit, or by email. Send us an email at contact@cardsphere.com and we'll get right back to you and we'll be happy to help. This is Efren with Cardsphere. Thanks for watching.